Ricky, give us your thoughts on that. A tight win in the end.
Yeah, we asked a reaction from the guys in the week around our performance up in Newcastle, and we got that in the first half. Outstanding performance in terms of playing into the wind and how we controlled the game, and the effort and the fight that we showed in that first half is exactly where we wanted to be. We took ourselves into a real strong position in that second half, and we talked a lot about what we needed to do in that second half and not let the wind think that we're going to win the game with the wind. I think in certain aspects we just took our foot off the gas. Bath came back into the game, they got their running game going. Fortunately came on and got the tempo of the game going, and we struggled a little bit defensively around a few areas. But from an overall perspective, it's been a real great reaction from last week, and we're happy to take the win.
You said that first half was very good, the start of the second half was good, and then it was almost a change in scenery almost. They came back at you and it was a bit of a hang-on at the end. Yeah, there wasn't any sort of real clear-cut moment where the momentum swung. I think we had a couple of options where we could have ran and we kicked the ball into the corner and a few things that way. We still about keeping the ball in hand, but they ripped the momentum back off us. They worked really hard to control the ball into the wind. They carried hard. I think defensively we could have got off the line a lot harder and put them under pressure in that second half. And then our attacking perspective, we didn't get the ball. When we did have it, we just couldn't deal with our exit plays around scrum and line out, and we were under pressure there for that last 20 minutes. But obviously a win is the most important thing, and it gives you a nice boost leading into Quins next week.
Yeah, we've got to take that win, and we're in a strong position now going into Harlequins at home. They've got to come down here. The balance of our squad and their squad, you don't know obviously until Friday, but it's going to be one hell of a game, and it's in our hands now. If we can get a good performance and then a win at home, hopefully that'll be enough to push us on into that last game against Bristol.
You talked in the week about these guys playing as a group and getting the more time together, the more consistent they'll get. Are you seeing that now over these first 2 weeks, and hopefully even better next week?
I think if you look at the game management in that first half, that was like a Premiership game. They didn't go away from what we do, and they were really clinical in that area. It's a real good opportunity. Younger players came on in that second half, and it's then for them to learn and to back up what we did in the first half. So it'd be a good opportunity this week to look through the video, talk to those younger players who came on, where they can learn, and a few areas they could have added to the game coming off the bench. From that perspective, it was exactly where we wanted to be.
Front row were prominent first half, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. We had a real strong base to play with. I think around scrum time and our line out, we functioned really well. Greg Holmes and Murray Lowe are experienced front rows with Jack Arnold in the middle. Second half, Marcus Street and Billy came on, and they're young players and they're learning, and it's a great place for them to test themselves on their development pathway. So from that perspective, we were under a little bit of pressure around our scrum time. The sin binning obviously took us down a number, and we had Ollie Devote on the back of the scrum, so we're under a bit of pressure there. But they'll learn a lot from that game, and that's probably the main thing really, that we've come through that with a win. But what we've got to do now is each of the guys individually and as a group, we've got to learn from that as well.
And as you brought the youngsters on in the front row, they brought experience on, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. I think they did that right across.
Their replacement front row was arguably better than the one they started with.
I think if you did it on the outcomes of the game, you'd say yeah. I think from that perspective, I think Kane Lily came on and really opened up the game in terms of his running game and how he controlled that. Underhill, is a big ball carrier. He made an impact there, and their front row did as well. So, we did enough in that first half, and we fought hard enough in that second half to obviously keep them out. And we're going to be really pleased going into Quins next week.